My dear, this is my final hint. I'm being direct. The love you seek is in the silence between us. I can't bear to let you go, but I can't stay and break myself in the process. I loved you deeply, but my heart now needs healing, even if that means walking away. The truth is, I'm not who I was when we met, and neither are you. Sometimes love doesn't heal. It breaks us open to find what we were too afraid to face. I tried to hold on, but you were never really mine to keep. You taught me love, but you also taught me that some things aren't meant to last. I'm not leaving because I don't love you. I'm leaving because I love myself more. We burned so brightly together, but in the ashes, I learned to love alone. It's not the love that fades, it's the space we grow apart in. I'm not your savior, but I've learned how to save myself. This isn't goodbye, it's just me finally listening to the whispers of my soul. In every heartbreak, there's a truth that gets closer to who we are meant to be. The love we had will live inside me, but I can't let it define who I become. You will always be a chapter in my heart, but I need to turn the page. The final step isn't away from you, it's toward myself. You can't find healing until you admit when you're broken. Sometimes you have to lose yourself to find a love that's whole. I tried to be everything you needed, but I forgot to be everything I was meant to be. I loved you in the way I needed to, but now I need to love myself more. Every ending is a new beginning, no matter how painful. There are no broken hearts, just hearts learning to beat again. I stayed too long, hoping you'd choose me, but I forgot to choose myself. You were my everything, but my everything didn't save me from myself. The love we shared was real, but I am no longer the person who needed it. Leaving isn't a failure. It's the courage to face what's next. I wanted to save you, but in the end, you saved me from myself. Your love didn't break me. It made me see the strength I had all along. The hardest part wasn't letting you go. It was letting go of who I was when I loved you. We were never meant to be forever, but our love will remain timeless. When love becomes too painful, it's a sign that it's time to heal. Some hearts are meant to teach us, not stay forever. The moments we shared are etched in me, but they no longer hold me hostage. I loved you enough to let go even when it broke me. Sometimes love's greatest gift is the lesson it leaves behind. I wasn't ready for you, but now I'm finally ready for me. The truth is, we weren't a fairy tale. We were real, and that was our beauty. You didn't break me, You taught me that I could survive without you. Love isn't about finding the perfect person. It's about finding the strength to let go. There was never a choice between you and me. There was only the choice between healing and staying lost. You were my everything, but now I need to be everything to myself. Some people come into your life to teach you how to love and then leave when you no longer need to learn. I thought I could fix us, but the truth is we both need to heal alone. The truth we couldn't face was that we outgrew each other. I held on to you because I was afraid of being alone. But now I'm learning to be whole on my own. We weren't meant to stay forever. We were meant to teach each other how to walk away. I'm not afraid of being alone anymore. I'm afraid of losing myself in someone else. I wanted you to choose me, but now I know that the best choice is choosing myself. You will always have a piece of my heart, but it's time to take back the rest. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is let go, even when it hurts. You can't save someone who doesn't know they're drowning. Love shouldn't drain you. It should lift you, but we lost that somewhere along the way. I loved you enough to walk away because that was the most loving thing I could do. I can't keep pretending I'm okay when I'm not. Sometimes the greatest act of love is leaving. You were my everything, but now I have to learn how to be my own everything. I needed you to heal, but now I need to heal on my own. We had something beautiful, but beauty can also be fleeting. The hardest part of loving you was realizing I was losing myself in the process. I can't keep holding on to something that doesn't make me whole. You were a lesson, not a mistake. Sometimes love asks for too much, and it's okay to say no. I kept waiting for you to change, but I was the one who needed to grow. Love doesn't always mean staying. Sometimes it means letting go and trusting yourself. It hurts, but I'm finally starting to see that this is what love looks like now. I gave you my heart, but I can't give you my soul anymore. Some things we hold on to too tightly, thinking they define us, but they only hold us back. I loved you with everything I had, but now I need that love for myself. You were my life's lesson, but I no longer need to keep repeating it. I tried to love you enough to stay, but I couldn't stay and lose myself in the process. The truth is, we loved each other deeply, but we lost ourselves in the love. We were beautiful, but sometimes beautiful things break. I wanted you to stay, but now I know the only person who truly matters is me. Love doesn't make you stay. Love gives you the courage to leave when it's time. You were my anchor, but now I need to learn how to float on my own. The hardest part of love isn't the goodbye. It's the moment you realize you deserve more. I thought I was strong because I loved you, but now I see I was strong because I could let go. This love was real, but now I know it's time for me to be real with myself. It's not that I don't love you anymore, it's that I love myself enough to walk away. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. We weren't perfect, but the love we shared was honest, and that's all we ever needed. I gave you everything I had, but in the end, I needed to save myself. The real love story begins when we love ourselves enough to walk away from the ones who drain us. It wasn't that we weren't enough. It's that we weren't enough for each other anymore. You'll always be a part of me, but I can't let you define me. Love isn't about finding someone to save you. It's about finding someone who lets you save yourself. There's love in letting go, even when it feels like you're losing everything. I loved you in every way I could, but now I need to learn how to love myself fully. I gave you all I had, but now I need to learn how to give that love to myself. Love isn't always about staying. Sometimes it's about learning how to let go with grace. I thought you were my future, but now I see my future is my own. Sometimes the hardest part of love is realizing you're not the person you used to be. I stayed thinking you'd change, but now I know I have to change for me. I needed to love you less so I could love myself more. I can't keep giving pieces of myself away to someone who doesn't know how to hold them. I tried to fix us, but the only thing I can fix is me. Love shouldn't ask you to lose yourself. It should teach you how to find yourself. I loved you, but now I need to love me more than I ever loved you. I let go because I realized that my future can't be built on a broken past. I gave you my heart, but now I'm taking it back to heal it on my own. I thought you were my soulmate, but now I know my soul belongs to me alone. Sometimes love is knowing when to walk away, even when your heart is screaming to stay. I loved you with all my heart, but now I'm learning to give that love to myself. The love we had was real, but my love for myself is what's saving me now. You can't keep pouring from an empty cup, and I've finally learned how to fill mine. Our love was once everything, but now it's the lesson I needed to move forward. I waited for you to see me, but now I see myself clearly for the first time. It's not about forgetting you, it's about remembering me. I loved you deeply, but I had to love myself more to walk away. We were meant to love each other, but not in the way we thought. Sometimes the greatest act of love is knowing when to release the one you love. I thought losing you would break me, but instead I found pieces of me I didn't know existed. I stayed long enough to realize that I'm worth more than the pain I have been carrying. You'll always have a place in my heart, but it's time to make room for my own healing. I gave you my trust, but I'm learning to trust myself more. The hardest part of love isn't letting go of you, it's learning to live without you. I thought you were my forever, but now I'm realizing forever starts within me. We loved, but we were never meant to save each other. I kept hoping you'd change, but the change I needed was within me all along. We were a beautiful story, but every story needs to end so it can begin again. I'll always care for you, but now I need to care for myself more than anything. I thought you were my reflection, but now I see I was the one who needed to heal. Love can't flourish if it's built on the broken parts of who we are. I've realized that I deserve a love that helps me grow, not one that holds me back. The truth is, I loved you so deeply that I forgot to love the most important person, me. I held on to you, hoping you'd change, but the only thing that needed changing was me. It's not that I don't love you, it's that I have learned to love myself more.